I'm going to be talking about the terrible twos. Anyone that has ever had a toddler knows what I am talking about. Sam is 2, he'll be 2.5 in June. It's now April. And I don't know if it's because he's a boy or because he has older sisters and he can watch the mischief that they get into, or what it is, but he's just different as far as it goes. Well, I guess this video actually is going to be about the differences between girls in Terrible Twos and boys in Terrible Twos. So I have 4 girls. They are currently 13, 10, almost 7, and 4.5. And like I said, Sam's almost 2.5. So when my oldest, Autumn, was 2, she was the biggest thing that really happened when she was 2 that caused kind of drama was potty training her. And like that was it. Like she didn't color on the walls, she didn't like hit people. She was always a really good baby, which is actually why I think I went on to have so many more, because she was a really good baby. Sarah also, like, she was the one that wrote on the walls, and she was the one that bit the cat. No, Autumn bit the cat. Sarah was the one who thought she was a cat and would meow constantly. Brooklyn, as a 2-year-old, as she's been her whole life, very high energy. That's also whenever I started noticing her sensory issues and her anxiety issues were when she was right around 2 to 3 years old. So that was a challenge in just kind of, whoa, why all of a sudden, well, not really all of a sudden, but why, you know, does she one day love, I don't know, her pink blanket, and the next day it's too itchy, or it's too, what was the word she would use? I can't remember the word she would use. But basically it was like itchy or scratchy. She would say it was too scratchy or whatever. That's also what I noticed, that she had to have the TV very loud, and she was a climber. Oh my God. She was a climber. She one time climbed on top of, what was it? I don't remember what it was. It was a long time ago because she's already almost 7. So she climbed something very high and attempted to jump off, and I had to catch her mid-jump. So, and then there's Luna, who has been stubborn since the day she was born. That's always my thing with Luna, is her stubbornness. She's very stubborn. And my mother-in-law always says that she is a little Natalie. Natalie is my sister-in-law. And she also is very headstrong and very stubborn. But it's kind of funny because in a child, we don't really like that so much. We kind of like our kids to like them to listen, like them to mind constantly, which of course they should, mind you. But we like in an adult someone who's assertive and headstrong and all these things. And Luna's been like that since she was born, basically. So I always say that she's like that because she's so small, because she has to have a big personality to make up for her small size. So yeah. And then there is Sam, and he has the energy of all 4 girls and all their naughtiness, or whatever you want to call it, wrapped up into one. My goodness. So he runs constantly. He wakes up and he's running. He's just going. He is just bye-bye. Everybody, let me go. And he just learned how to climb on top of Sarah's bunk bed, which is very scary for me because I'm afraid of him falling and breaking something, clearly. He likes to grab the kitchen chairs. This is something that Brooklyn and Luna also did. They would grab the kitchen chairs to climb up on stuff. We actually didn't have kitchen chairs for a very long time because I wanted that behavior to stop. And it did until the chairs came back. So I'm actually thinking about getting rid of the chairs that we have now because they just keep climbing on them. Well, not so much they, it's he keeps climbing on them. He has this thing right now about toothbrushes. He will go and say, I brush my teeth. Okay. So we'll go in the bathroom and I'll give him his little Stormtrooper toothbrush and everything like that. And he'll say, I watch TV. So he'll like sit on his little Mickey Mouse chair and he'll watch TV. And then I'll like go in the kitchen and like start cleaning, or I'll go to like, you know, mom stuff, I guess you could say. And he did this yesterday. He was supposed to be watching, I think it was Super Y he wanted to watch. Put on Netflix, put on Super Y. And I went and what was I doing? I think I was cleaning out the pantry. That's what I was doing yesterday, cleaning out the pantry. And I come in to check on him and he's not in the living room. And we have an open, it's like a big opening, like I'd say an 8-foot wide opening for the kitchen and living room where they're conjoined. And so I go and I look, and he has his toothbrush, and he has toothbrush in one hand, toothpaste in the other hand, and he's putting the toothpaste on the toothbrush, and then he's like rubbing it all on the toilet seat. Those of you who have been watching the videos know that he's been asking for a Star Wars toothbrush for like 2 months now, and I finally remembered to buy one when I was at Target, and had to go buy him a new one today because he ruined his. And that's just like the tip of the iceberg. So I don't know if it's because, like I said, he has sisters who have had not the same behavior but similar behavior, or if it's because he's a boy and I don't have experience with boys. My own brother is much younger than me. He was born, I was 12. So I don't really remember his toddler years very well because I was doing my own thing. By the time he was 5, I already had Autumn. So, I mean, yeah, I was too focused on my own child to really worry about what's my little brother doing. But anyway, I'm kind of just like rambling now. But yeah, I don't know, like I said, if it's a boy thing or if it's a him thing or if it's just because I don't know what to expect from a boy or what it is. But anyway, he has a lot of energy, and I don't want to say I don't know how to handle it, because I do know how to handle it. It's just, wow, that kid keeps me on my toes like constantly 24/7. The only reason I can do this right now is because I put him down for a nap. So that's how I found it's the TV. I'm watching Grey's right now. But yeah, that's the only reason I can get anything done usually is I have to put him down for a nap or wait for the girls to get home so they can play with him. Well, usually Luna, because other girls have homework. But anyway, I just wanted to make this quick video about the differences I've noticed in 2-year-olds having the terrible twos. Sometimes he's like the sweetest kid ever, and mommy hold me, and he's all cuddly like a little bunny, and I love it. And then other times he is like a demon child, I swear, that has little horns and a pitchfork and all that stuff. So I don't know. Anyway, like I said, maybe it's just him, maybe it's just me, but I noticed a huge difference between boys and girls at this age, and I'm sure it's just like the tip of the iceberg because, like I said, I only have experience with girls. Most of my cousins are girls, at least the ones my age. The ones between, well, I'm the oldest, so the ones between my age and like 25, no, 25 are all girls. So I don't really have a lot of experience, like I said, dealing with little boys. So, alright, I am definitely rambling now, so I'm going to go ahead and end this here. And if you have noticed a similar difference, or if you have an idea of how I can kind of curb his naughty tendencies, he does go outside and play a lot. He does like the park, but the park he likes to look at it, not so much interact, like play right there. He prefers to be outside with the girl playing with sidewalk chalk, and that's what they do a lot. So anyway, if you have any ideas of how maybe I could redirect his energy to something a little bit more positive instead of him using his toothbrush to literally wash the walls and the toilet seat and the fish tank. I have to clean the fish tank off still. Basically the same thing with the fish tank. So thank God he hasn't learned where I keep the markers yet, because if he had, oh my goodness, I'd be happy to buy stock in the Clorox, or not Clorox, what is it? Mr. Clean magic erasers. So anyway, I'm gonna end this now, and I would love to hear your suggestions, your comments, all of that down below. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye. I forgot to mention this in the video. I have to talk kind of quiet because he's asleep. But he actually was jumping on my bed and broke my bed. So yeah, we have to get a new bed frame still. But see how sweet he looks when he's asleep. Just like a little sweet sleeping angel.